Luna, we'll be right back, okay?
Whoa. You know, that's ice falling from the roof. We are in the middle of a heat wave here in Vienna. 35 degrees right now. We are above freezing temperature for the first time in 2 weeks. For those who are not from the US, 35 degrees is like 1 or 2 Celsius. So yeah, it's pretty hot. Everything is melting. It's 2 p.m., but I guess it's never too late to get a coffee. We are going to a coffee shop now. So today's video happens on the same day as in the previous video of the Fern Canyon. I went to the Lost Coast that afternoon. I drove there alone. Well, Luna is not here, but Luna and Rachel didn't come that day with me because it was a long drive. I understand, it's a long drive. It takes 2 hours from Eureka and it's a pretty bad road. 2 hours to get there, 2 hours to go back. So that day I drove like 7 or 8 hours. I didn't have too much time there, but I got a few shots and I actually like them. So that's good. It was worth it. And I'm glad I made the trip because it's a beautiful place. As I said, it's called the Lost Coast and it's undeveloped, somewhat undeveloped stretch of the coast in California. There are not too many people there, just 2 or 3 small towns and the Keene Range Mountains. Do you know why that is? That it's lost?
Why?
There are nobody there. No, I'm asking.
Oh, probably because it's really hard to get to.
Probably. That's what I read on the internet. I don't believe it though. I think we've seen worse things. Worse
The roads aren't very nice though.
No.
There are no trains there.
There are no trains.
Trucks would have a hard time.
Yeah, but
Need all those things.
But they could build better roads. We've seen worse roads, or roads in worse places, like the Wine Glacier National Park, that going to the Sand Road. That's a pretty hard road to build, and they did it. I bet you that is about money. There are not enough people living there, so there are no roads.
No one's paying taxes.
No one is paying taxes. But I'll also bet you that if California keeps getting hotter, a lot of people are going to move farther north and the Lost Coast will be lost no more.
Very poetic, I like it.
Very poetic. Yep. Hopefully it's not too loud and I can finish this video, talk about the photos and edit it and upload it. Whatnot.
Wait.
Oops. So I'm gonna play the video of the Lost Coast now and see you soon. Okay, so I hope you can hear me okay. This is the first time I'm using this microphone. Why are you laughing?
I'm smiling.
Okay. Anyway, let's talk about those photos real quick. Let me make myself small. So these are, float on top. Gonna show these 2 or 3 first. They are digital photos, but I know why I didn't show them in the video. I think I forgot. But that's the town of Cape Town on the way to the Lost Coast, and that was abandoned. There was no one there, no livestock or anything. And yeah, this was an example of the conditions of the road. It was pretty bad. You can tell better here. But yeah, anyway, more of the road. Let's go to the film photos. So this first scene, when I saw this scene from the car, I got really excited because I thought that it was going to be, like, honestly, one of my favorite photos ever, because it was very cool to see the silhouette of the trees against the sea, the ocean that you can see here in the clouds. But now that I see the photos, I don't like them. I don't like it that much. I mean, it's still a cool photo, but not as good as I thought. I think that the composition that I like the most is this one. What did I say? Yeah. But I think that I have to work a little bit more on it, because I would like it with the foreground a little bit darker and more detail here in the clouds. I think they look pretty cool in real life, and I think that I didn't really capture that here. And maybe a longer lens. This was with a 250mm lens, so I don't have a longer lens, but maybe a crop, something like that. I don't know. Or like that. I don't know. Anyway, it was a cool scene in real life, but it didn't really translate to the photo. These two I like more. You can see the light here at the very end of the horizon, or very far away. I think that's a cool effect. There is some light up here too. And the next two, I like them too. They are the same photos pretty much, but I like how you can see the very defined horizon there. And there was these are 2 cows, by the way. And yeah, I placed the mountain here, the top of the mountain, or this hill, almost next to the horizon. I thought it was cool. So yeah, they are okay photos. So once I got to the actual coast, I took this photo from the beach, and it was very windy, a little bit cold, so I didn't want to go for a long exposure, but I kind of wish I did now, because this one is a cool photo, but I think that a long exposure, like this rock, the shape of the rock is like a ship or something. I know. I think it would have been really cool, a long exposure here. But that's the only photo that I took of the actual coast, or I mean from the beach, because I had come from taking a lot of photos of rocks in Oregon, so I thought, like, I don't need more photos like that. And I think it was true. So on my way out already, I took a few shots from the top of a hill. This is like this, I don't know, 3 or 4 houses here. This is not a town or anything. They didn't have a name. But I thought that this shot was cool, because you have the road here leading to the horizon, and then you see here the houses compared to the mountain. And I guess it kind of captures the essence of the Lost Coast, because you can see why it's hard to build any homes there. You see that there is not much space left, and it's hard to get here. Yeah, these other 2, they are just okay. I think you can't really tell the scale of this, and this one. Yeah, this one is really hard to tell what you're looking at. And the last one, yeah, I really liked this one when I took it. I put the sign here on purpose, and the depth of field here was on purpose too, like a blurry foreground going to more defined or sharper, so it doesn't take. So the main subject is still this one, and you don't look at the foreground like as part of the subject, but as something that leads you to it. Yeah, the same as before. I placed the top of the rock with the horizon. I thought it was cooler that way to separate the three layers, that is the sky and some empty space, and the main subject, that is the rock in the sea, and then the foreground that actually leads to that subject. But yeah, I mean, it's not anything scientific or anything. But yeah, those are the photos that I took there. This was, as I said, in one afternoon. Maybe I spent 1 hour there at the actual coast. So yeah, they are not amazing photos, but I'm actually happy with them. Fair enough for just spending there 1 hour. Yeah, I think that's it for today. So yeah, not really sure what else to say. I don't think I have anything else to say, so I'm gonna leave you here. Thanks for watching again, and see you in the next one. Hopefully pretty soon.